Hi.
Bad time?
No. Come on in.
Sorry I didn't call first, but, well, I wanted to tell you in person before you heard from someone else.
Something wrong?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it that, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to start looking for another job.
Why?
Antonio lost everything he has, including Capricorn.
And you're okay with the terms of the settlement? Okay. Antonio, I have enormous respect for the way you've handled this. It can't be easy. Man! Yeah. I certainly will, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye. It's Antonio.
Yeah, he told me what happened.
Oh, my God. It's a little shocking, losing your inheritance, plus some.
I guess you gotta admire him for not fighting it.
Nah, whatever. What can I do for you?
Well, it's a case I'm working. City Hall employees cooking the books. I don't know if there's enough to prosecute, yeah.
Oh. Well, I'd like to take a look at that.
All right. Talked to Cole this morning.
Oh, you did? How did it go?
Okay. I think I got through to him about Star, not causing any more trouble for himself.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, I talked to him about it, too, but he really looks up to you. You know that, right?
Yeah, well, the kid's important to me, you know? Call me anytime that you need some help.
You got it. I owe you one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I might be taking you up on that one now that I have Commissioner Ramsey to deal with.
So, where are you moving to?
Oh, I'm gonna have to find a place, but until then, I'll just stay at a motel or something.
Well, where did you live when you first moved to Lambview?
Well, I was at your mom's friend, Dorian's.
Her friend.
Vicky, you're looking well.
Thank you, Mayor. So are you. Dorian, enjoy your lunch.
So as I was saying, the progress on my latest project is, at best, disappointing.
My advice, patience. Progress has been made.
Not fast enough for me.
Wow, this is fortuitous. I was just about to call you, Mayor. Doctor has much to discuss.
As always.
Yes. Do you mind if I join you? Unless you two would rather be alone?
No, it's fine, unless Dorian objects.
Not at all. Please.
Thank you. How have you been, Dr. Lore?
You two know each other?
Well, actually, the commissioner once searched my house. Of course, that was back when he was Agent Ramsey. Now, normally, something like that could seem like a violation. However, the commissioner was so considerate, so polite, that it was almost painless.
Oh, you're too kind. Fact is, I was less than gracious, but I hope we can get past that. Let bygones be bygones.
If I discover Cole has even walked past your lunch table, I'm going to send him to prison.
For what? What, are you going to tell the police that he raped me when he didn't? I'm going to tell them that he didn't do anything to me.
Oh, no. Who's talking about rape? No, he shot Miles Lawrence. He shot him in the chest with a gun. Almost killed him. And you have to stay away from Cole now. Right? Because if you don't, I'm going to send him to prison.
No, you wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't I? We both know he was down there on that wharf. He had a gun. He pulled the trigger.
It was an accident. It was... I meant to say that it was a mistake, that anybody would think that Cole could be capable of doing something like that.
Well, Lee Ramsey was down there. I don't think it would take much to get him to testify.
Why are you doing this, Dad? Haven't you hurt Cole enough? Why can't you just leave him alone?
If you do, I will. You have a big decision to make now, don't you? Is seeing Cole more important to you than his freedom?
It's okay. Come on in.
Really, I'm not really sure I'm ready for this,
You
Mike,
cannot
okay?
cut yourself off from the world forever.
Okay. You were staring at me,
Nobody
Michael.
is staring at you.
Marcy. Hi. Did you get any of my messages?
Well, I really don't understand why you'd want to talk to me.
What? How can you say that? You're my friend.
But you're living with Vicky, and, you know, you were friends with Vicky before you were friends with me, and now after everything I did to her, I just
Vicky
thought that
has forgiven you, and so have I. Marcy, I've been worried about you.
Really?
Yeah, don't you believe me?
Yeah. And it actually feels really good, because I think most people think of me as this monster who stole Todd Manning's baby.
I'm not so sure I can help you with Ramsey. It's been all over my case recently.
Well, you know, if it helps, you're not alone.
Yeah, I heard you two have some issues.
No issues. We just hate each other.
I love the fact that Bo slipped your reinstatement in before he left office.
Yeah. Bo at his best.
It's his last act as commissioner.
Ramsey wants me out of there, but he can't. Not without cause.
Well, don't give him cause. You know he's going to provoke you, right?
Yeah, I've been trying to keep my eyes out for the traps.
Okay, good. Keep your eye on him. Seriously. He screwed up once. He's going to do it again.
He screws up, people get killed.
Doctor, I hope you understand why we had to search your home.
Yes, of course, I believe it was right after Miles Lawrence was shot.
Yes, we were looking for the suspect, Cole Thornhart.
And the young man was cleared.
Eventually. Technically. But I apologize again for disturbing your home. It must be one of Landview's finest properties.
Yes, indeed it is. In fact, it has been featured in many old design and architecture magazines.
Landview Home of the Year?
Runner-up. Several times.
Runner-up? Cats and kittens. Should have been a winner, hands down.
I couldn't agree with you more. Would you gentlemen excuse me just a minute? Thank you.
No, you finish whatever you were doing and we'll have lunch another time. Okay. Bye.
Stood up. Oh, not by Charlie, I hope.
Exactly what's so funny about your mother and Dorian being friends?
Well, my mother actually used the word friend to describe her relationship with Dorian.
Well, you know, no, come to think about it, she didn't say it, but I think it was Dorian who said they were such good friends.
How did you meet Dorian?
Well, I just, we crossed paths when I was looking for my son.
Oh, because of the Rex connection. Yeah, I heard he's your son.
Well, yeah, basically. But so you're saying that they're not really friends?
You know, if my mother didn't get into this with you, I really should either. Honey.
But you're sorry, but somebody better get into it with me because if Dorian's been lying to me, I want to know about it.
Wait a minute, you can't have Cole thrown in jail for shooting Miles Lawrence. The case was already closed.
Oh, they can reopen the case in a minute.
If Miles didn't press charges before, he won't now.
Doesn't matter. All they need in a case like this is evidence and a witness. Actually, Cole would be in jail already, you know. McBain hadn't lied to get him off. But you know, that's not gonna wash if the authorities know that I overheard your boyfriend fess up to the crime.
You didn't hear anything. And he didn't confess to me.
Ramsey doesn't know that. And he wouldn't care. And frankly, neither do I.
You wouldn't do something like that to me.
What would I do it to Cole?
Goodness, Bree loves Lois. She's giving her a snack.
Now, let me get this straight. Did Dorian lie to me?
I guess it's common knowledge in Landview anyway. Dorian and my mother are a lot of things, but friends is not one of them.
But then why would Dorian tell me that they were?
You don't know Dorian very well, do you?
I guess not.
Okay. Well, just as it's not a coincidence that your last name is Balsam, it's not a coincidence that Dorian's last name is Lord.
I'm not following
Okay,
this.
she married my grandfather.
Vicky's father.
Yes. And I guess that's when the rivalry between Dorian and my mother began.
Well, so what are you saying? That they hate each other?
With a vengeance.
Dorian, it's none of your business, but I'm lunching with my editor.
Oh, still hoping for a Pulitzer Prize. Sorry, but the banner will never be the Washington Post. Does your new beau read your newspaper? Or are you two no longer an item?
Oh, Charlie and I are just fine, thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. You know, you really lucked out finding a man like Charlie. How long was it when you weren't involved with anyone? I even thought that you had totally given up, especially after the way that Clint rejected you.
Oh, well, you can relate to that, can't you? Did you give up?
I hope you appreciate Charlie for the kind of man he is. I certainly did while he was living with me. Oh, you really get to know a man when he is living under the same roof.
Do you?
Yes. But when I found out that the two of you had something special between you, I just took myself right out of the equation.
Did you?
Yes, I decided it was better if Charlie and I remained just friends. Though I suppose after you filled him in on our past history, your version, I've probably lost Charlie's friendship.
Wow. Antonio must be devastated.
Yeah, and he had all these plans to help my mom, too.
Well, I can see why he doesn't want to, go into a big old legal battle with those people, but you say he doesn't want the Sante money anyway?
Bottom line, my brother is a man of principle, so...
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for money?
I don't know, we'll see. I mean, if we can find someone to buy the club, then maybe I won't have to worry about it. But who knows?
Well, it's a really bad market.
Do you know anyone who might be interested?
You know what? I'll try to think of somebody.
Thanks. Oh, and tell Dorian, too. Tell her about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Seems to me like it's a, pretty good investment.
Oh, yeah, it is, especially with Sarah. It's amazing how many hot bands she's brought in the club. I mean, I really think it's put the club back on people's radar.
Oh, yeah, I think it's because Sarah's on your radar and it's making you really happy.
Yeah, she is. We have a great time. She's a feisty one, though, so always bragging about beating me in this video game boxing game we have.
Oh, wait, let me see. Beating you, boxing, God, it's got to kill you with
It's
all
a
those
video game.
muscles and being a professional and everything.
Believe me, she doesn't let me forget about it.
Well, I wouldn't either.
How about you? Seems like things between you and Todd are good. I mean, no one's being kicked out of the house yet. That's like a record, no? Blair,
What?
I know that look. You okay?
Yeah. It's just kid stuff. But I don't hear any door slamming or screaming, so maybe it's being worked out.
Dad, you can't do this. You can't have Cole arrested.
Well, you leave me no choice, do you? After what you got yourself into last night. That is never going to happen again. For the next 2 years, you do exactly what I say.
I can't believe this. I'm gonna tell Mom, and she won't let this happen.
Stop!
Look at me. Look at me.
Get off of me.
You know me, don't you? And you know when something's this important to me, this big, I do whatever it takes to get it done. No one can stop me, not you, not your mom. Now, someday you realize I'm doing this because I love you.
The only thing I realize is that you hate me. You hate me so much that you want to ruin my life.
I'm trying to save your life.
By throwing Cole in jail, the person that I love most in this world, you might as well kill him.
The thought has crossed my mind.
You know what? For the first time in my life, I know what I understand what everybody thinks about you. They think that you're a psycho. And for years, I believed that they were wrong. I defended you. Now I know exactly what they were talking about. You are that bad person. You are that rapist.
But why wouldn't Vicky have told me about this?
That Dorian and her are bitter enemies? Well, because she's too classy for her own good sometimes. I mean, she knew that you and Dorian were close, and I guess she just didn't want to prejudice you against her.
Okay, but they do still dislike each other.
Yes, they do. They hate each other. I mean, their grievances go on for decades.
And what are they, these grievances? What happened?
You know, if my mother didn't want to get into it with you, I really shouldn't either.
Look, you told me that it was common knowledge. Come on.
Okay, I guess you're gonna find out eventually. The short list?
Yeah.
Dorian tried to take this house away from my mother. She had an affair with my brother. She got my mother kidnapped.
She what?
She tries to insult and undermine my mother every chance she gets. It's her life's ambition, in fact.
Okay, I don't get it. I mean, what kind of game is Dorian playing here, telling me that she and Vicky are old friends then?
I don't know. But P.S., Dorian kind of has a history going after the men in my mother's life. And if she doesn't get them, she kind of tries to destroy them.
Oh, gee. Okay, I gotta go.
Oh, no, I've upset you. I'm sorry.
No,
I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I hope my mother's not upset with me over this.
Don't worry about it. I will take full responsibility for this.
All right, I love you.
Right. So how's Shane doing?
Okay. It's been a little needy lately, what with the move and all. Gets real upset if I'm not totally focused on him. These working moms with a bunch of kids, I don't know how they do it. I'm sorry. I should not be going on like this.
It's fine, really.
No,
it's okay.
it isn't. I was being insensitive, complaining about Shane being needy, and you guys. I can't even imagine what you're going through right now without Tommy. I know how much you loved him.
Yeah. I wish Todd understood that.
Well, he's a creep. I can't believe he's Vicky's brother, and that he made you out to be the villain.
I hate to break it to you, but I actually think most people think of me that way.
No, not me. I know you're a good person, and you're a wonderful mom. You were a wonderful mom to Tommy.
You see? There you go.
Yeah.
Me, Gigi, Lindsay, Roxy, Rex, John, of course, nobody else matters.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but aren't you Marcy McBain, the one who's been in the news?
Ramsey had to pull a lot of strings to land the commissioner's job.
Don't you need friends to do that?
Yeah, one would think. Only I don't know anyone who can stand being in the same room with him.
He's got to be working some other angle.
Well, he was in the FBI for years. Maybe he learned how to maneuver through the political bureaucracy.
No, he knows how to work the system. Just look what he's got away with so far. No, he caused that van to crash that killed Marty. And now he wants me to call him boss. Never.
I'm sorry, John.
You know, when the FBI got rid of Ramsey, I thought I was done with him too, but he's got someone covered for him. Same person put him in charge of the police department.
You don't think that's Mayor Lowell?
Like Lowell's someone else's lackey.
Well, then who else could it be? I mean, the only person crazy enough to want Ramsey in charge is Todd Manning, only Todd Manning hates Ramsey.
Mom! Everything is awful, okay? It is even worse than I thought it was.
Look, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Star, what is so awful?
The things that he said to me and the way he just treated me, I will never speak to him ever again, okay? Never!
Okay. I will go talk to your father. You all right to stay here by yourself? Are you okay?
I guess so. Just go, please.
What did you just say to her?
stay out of this.
Don't tell me to stay out of it. It's my daughter and she's hurting, Todd.
Yes, Cole Thornhart hurt her, not me.
Stop.
And I'm gonna make sure he doesn't hurt her again, or any girl for that
You
matter.
stop making this about what you did to
I'm not making it about that. It's about him. What he has done to me and my daughter. And I'm gonna make sure he pays. That's it. Him and McBain.
Oh, let it go!
No. McBain assaulted me in my own home. He's going away.
Todd! Todd, no! Todd!
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC. Thanks for coming over, Christian.
Not a problem. What did you want to talk to me about?
Actually, I just want to run something by you.
Okay. Shoot.
Well, it's about Nash's winery. I haven't even run it by him yet, but I'm sure he'd be on board.
I don't get it. Why would you want to talk to me about it?
Well, I'm sure you don't know, but Nash found the money to buy out Jared, and he has a new backer for the vineyard. And he also has enough money to launch a whole new line of wines.
Cool.
And as you know, advertising is essential. I mean, how many times has somebody picked up a bottle of wine just by the way the label looks?
Oh, yeah. People do that all the time at Capricorn. If they don't know wine, they usually go for the nicer looking bottle.
Exactly.
So, is that why you wanted to talk to me about this? Because of my experience as a bartender?
No, because of your artistic talents. I was hoping that you'd design all of the labels for the new line of wines and be in charge of the graphic designs for the advertising.
Oh, okay. I get it. But no, Jess, forget about it. But thanks anyway, huh?
What? What's your problem?
Oh, come on, Jess, you know me. I'm not going to take your charity.
You know, not everyone's mind works the same way that yours does. I have so many nice things to talk to Charlie about that I haven't wasted a single second talking about you.
Oh, you missed the opportunity to tear me down. Or are you just pretending that I don't exist?
Oh my God, if that were possible.
You are the soul of discretion. It's so admirable, though I have to tell you, I truly am happy that you and Charlie have found each other.
Are you? Well, that just warms the cockles of my heart.
Good, because when I saw the way you were clinging to Charlie at the Go Red Ball, well, I wouldn't be surprised if you roped him into marrying you.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, we're nowhere near marriage.
Hi, Charlie.
Oh, hi. Blair, is Dorian here?
No, she's not.
Oh. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Well, it's not great.
Okay, but I won't keep you then. Do you know when she's going to be back?
No, is everything all right? I mean, you guys are still friends, aren't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't we be?
Well, there's no reason really, except that you did move in with Vicky, and I figured maybe it caused a little, friction between the two of you. Maybe?
Yeah, because, you'd think it would, because Vicky and Dorian are all that close.
Oh, I think that's sugarcoating it by a cup and a half. I would invite you in, but I need to speak to my daughter right now.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
tell Dorian that you stopped by.
Okay.
But you know, if it's an emergency, she said that she was having a meeting maybe over at the palace, some kind of business meeting. Or you can try her cell phone.
Okay, well, thank you, Blair.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care, Charlie.
Yeah, hi, it's me, Charlie. Listen, I gotta talk to you. No, this is important. Meet me at the palace. Yeah.
What's in it for Ramsey? Why does he want to be police commissioner?
I don't know. I'm going to try to find out.
Okay.
I know you got work to do. I'll get out of here.
I do. Oh, John, thanks again for looking after Cole.
You don't have to thank me. I like the kid. I feel responsible for him.
Thanks. What are you doing?
Oh, hey, John. Fancy you here. Can one of you girls tell me why you're protecting a known rapist?
Well, that's rich coming from you. What, do you don't know the definition of rape? No rape was committed, Todd.
Get out of here, Manning.
What are you gonna do, John? You gonna assault me again?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'll be brief. I just want to make sure you guys understand that if Cole Thornhart goes anywhere near my daughter, I'm going to make him pay dearly.
Really? You're lucky that I'm not pressing assault charges against you.
For what? I was just protecting my daughter. If you want to talk about assault, ask John about it. He assaulted me last night. I have lots of witnesses who saw it. Certainly enough to make sure you're never a cop again.
Yes, I am Marcy McBain, and
I thought
I'm
so.
sorry. My wife and I were just gonna have a little lunch.
Oh,
I think maybe she'd prefer to be left alone.
I will keep you then. I just wanted to tell Mrs. McBain about my oldest, Carter. He was in your 11th grade English class last year.
Carter Watson.
That's him. I'm Elaine Watson. We met during parent-teacher conferences. I don't know if you remember.
No, yes, of course I remember. I'm so sorry. This is my husband, Michael.
Hi.
And my friend, Gigi.
Hi. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. Well, you know, Carter was never one for reading.
Yeah.
But now he's getting A's, and he got an early acceptance at a college that he thought was a big reach, and maybe even a scholarship.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. I mean, Carter was a great kid. Very, very bright. Very bright.
Well, it must be a pattern with you, Marcy. My son's a lot younger than yours, but she got him to be a reader too.
Oh, really? That's great. Well, I'll let you get back to your lunch. I just wanted to say thank you.
Thanks.
And, Mrs. McBain, I also wanted to say I understand what a difficult situation it must be for you and your baby. See, my kids are adopted too, both of them. And if one of their parents tried to take them away from me, well, honestly, I don't know what I'd do. So, I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, Elaine. You made my day.
Thank you. You see? There are people who understand.
Yeah, and wow, the way you helped that Carter kid get better grades and all, you're obviously an amazing teacher.
Oh, well, I don't really know about that, but I did enjoy it. You know, Gigi, I was thinking, it sounded like you were going to be busy later, and I also don't think Shane wanted to stay at that after-school program, so if you wouldn't mind, could I pick him up after school?
Mind? You'd be doing me a huge favor. Are you kidding me? Shane, too. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
DA Hannah and I had a good talk. Very productive.
You put her on notice?
She knows what she needs to do to keep her job, just like everybody else.
Yes, of course. And I'm assuming you got the same message across to John McBain?
John McBain, I don't follow you.
Word is that he's investigating some alleged misappropriations at City Hall. He's probably walking it over to DA Hannon's office as we speak. I have to go. Don't drop the ball on this. And will you make my apologies to Dr. Ward?
Where's John McBain?
But surely you're not ruling out marriage. I mean, if the two of you are as compatible as you seem.
Dorian, don't you already have your daughter's wedding to meddle in? Can you just leave it at that? Oh my God. A thought just occurred to me. Once Rex and Adriana are married, you and Charlie will be family.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm thrilled for Charlie that he found his son, you know. And Rex is a fine young man.
Charlie's getting exactly what he deserves.
Well, it's been lovely chatting with you as always. My lunch date canceled, and the thought of lunching with you, not so good.
Who asked you?
Oh, my goodness. Was the mayor called away unexpectedly?
Yes, he sent his apologies.
Oh, how odd. And what about you?
Yes, I must go too. Crime waits for no man. Thank you.
Indeed.
Yes.
I'll just make this very fast.
Huh?
I know a great deal about some very important people in this town. Information
that could be very valuable to you in your work.
Oh. Thank you.
Did you talk to Dad? What did he say?
I don't think I was able to make a difference. He kind of stormed out of here.
I can't believe this. He's gonna completely ruin my life.
I know that you're angry with your father, but I think you kind of need to take a little responsibility in all this.
Me? I do? For what?
Well, Star, nobody made you go over to Langston's to be with Cole. That was the choice that you made.
Are you being serious right now? You're being even worse than Dad was to me.
No.
How can you do this? You were on my side. Now you're gonna be on his side?
No, I'm not on his side.
Yes, you are. I can't do this, Mom. I'm not gonna talk to him about it, and I'm not going to talk to you about it anymore.
Star, do not, Star. Stop.
Yeah, someone needs to wipe that smug look off his face.
Enough,
Smug?
Todd.
Did you just call me smug?
boys,
You want to go another couple
stop it.
rounds?
Quiet here.
Did you hear that?
Quiet.
He admitted assaulting me. Tell him what I can buy with an assault charge.
Your job.
Oh, and your buddy Ramsey would love that, wouldn't he?
Ramsey's not my buddy.
Sure.
Yeah, I think he is. Well, I thought he was. Well, I mean, I just assumed he was because, you're doing him this big favor by going after John. It would be a big favor to him if you did.
But I don't owe Ramsey any favors. He's got a beef with John. That's none of my business.
Because John's kind of like a thorn in his side. John's a good cop. He's a fair cop. It's a clean cop. Just all those things that Ramsey could never be.
Well, I don't care.
I think you do. I think you care a lot. I think Ramsey makes you a little nervous. I really do. If you got rid of him, maybe you could, get rid of that twitch you got going on there. Seriously, with him out, if you want him out, you should probably just keep your mouth shut about John. Keep your mouth shut about Cole. Maybe you should just keep your mouth shut.
So you're supporting Cole in this? You both are supporting Cole. Because a lot of people are going to go down for what he did to my daughter. And John, you'll be the first to go.
Leaving us, John. So what's going on here?
I'll tell you exactly what's going on, Ramsey. I'm just making sure these two keep Thornhart away from my daughter.
Do not walk out that door, Star.
Why shouldn't I?
Because I really need you to stop and listen to me, please.
So that you can feed me the same garbage that Dad's feeding me?
No. Look, I know that your dad's actions are over the top.
He's being so crazy that he said that he wants to throw Cole in prison for something that he didn't even do.
Is that what he said?
Yes, that's what he said, and he said that I needed to stay away from Cole or else. Do you really think that Dad would do something like that to me?
Yeah, I do. Because your dad is out for blood right now, sweetheart. Anybody's blood. And he's not going to stop until he gets it.
Do you know that when you first told me that we weren't going to move to Hawaii, I was extremely happy because I thought that finally I could be home and be with Cole. But now, it is even worse than before, and I will never be able to see Cole again. Will I? Why would you need my charity? I mean, you have a great job. You're hugely talented. I don't understand why you would talk to me that way. Why would I?
You haven't heard.
Heard what?
Oh, some people came forward, victims of the Santi family. They want restitution. So Antonio's losing his inheritance along with everything he bought with it, including Capricorn.
Oh my God. Oh, that's awful. I knew that he never wanted that money because it just reminded him what Manuel Santi did, but he was so grateful that Jamie had a secure future because of it.
How is he?
He's gonna be fine. You know my brother. He's resourceful.
Well, what about you? What are you gonna do?
Well, I guess I'll be designing wine labels.
Really? So you'll do it?
It's not like I have a lot of other offers.
That's so exciting. I have to tell Nash. 1 second. Hey, Nash, it's me. Yeah, I have really great news. I found somebody to design the wine labels for us. So, can you meet me at Capricorn later? Okay, when you're done. Okay, bye. Oh, this won't put you in an awkward position with Antonio, will it?
I hope not.
Great.
Hi, Christian.
Hi, Mrs. Davis. Listen, sorry to rush, but I gotta take off. Good to see you again, Jess.
Thanks, Christian. Bye.
I saw Charlie's suitcases in the hall. Is he still here?
No, he left because, he had to do something. Probably because of me.
Like what?
Well, I might have told him something that I shouldn't have.
Which would have been what?
About how you and Dorian hate each other.
Dorian.
Charlie, what a pleasant surprise. Is something wrong?
You and I have to talk. Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
You say the word, I'll call this off.
Why would Dorian not want him to know that you two hated each other?
You want me to investigate my own dad?
The lies end here.
Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.
If you saw a couple